Chapter 3. The Way of Action. Arjuna said, If, O Janardana, according to you, knowledge is superior to action, why then, O Keshava, do you engage me in this terrible action? With these seemingly conflicting words you are, as it were, bewildering my understanding. Tell me that one thing for certain by which I can attain to the highest. The blessed Lord said, In the beginning, O sinless one, the twofold path of devotion was given by me to this world, the path of knowledge for the meditating, the path of work for the active. By non-performance of work none reaches worklessness. By merely giving up action no one attains to perfection. Verily none can ever rest for even an instant without performing action. For all are made to act, helplessly indeed, by the gunas, born of Prakriti. He who, restraining the organs of action, sit revolving in the mind thought regarding objects of sense, he, of deluded understanding, is called a hypocrite. But, O Arjuna, he who, controlling by the senses by the mind, unattached, directs his organs of action to the path of work, excels. Do you perform obligatory action? For action is superior to inaction, and even the bare maintenance of your body would not be possible if you are inactive. The world is bound by actions other than those performed for the sake of yajna. Do you, therefore, O son of Kunti, perform action for yajna alone, devoid of attachment. The Prajapati, having in the beginning created mankind together with yajna, said, By this shall you multiply, this shall be the milk cow of your desire. Cherish the devas with this, and may those devas cherish you. Thus cherishing one another, you shall gain the highest good. The devas, cherished by yajna, will give you desired objects. So, he who enjoys objects given by the devas without offering, in return, to them, is verily a thief. The good, eating the remnants of yajna, are freed from all sins, but those who cook food only for themselves, those sinful ones eat sin. From food come forth beings, from rain food is produced, from yajna arises rain, and yajna is born of karma. Know karma to have risen from the Veda, and the Veda from the imperishable. Therefore, the all-pervading Veda is ever centered in yajna. He who here follows not the wheel thus set revolving, living in sin, and satisfied in the senses, O son of Pritha, he lives in vain. But the man who is devoted to the self, and is satisfied with the self, and content in the self alone, has no obligatory duty. He has no objects in this world to gain by doing actions, nor does he incur in any loss by not performing actions, nor has he need of depending on any being for any object. Therefore, do you always perform actions which are obligatory, without attachment. By performing action without attachment, one attains to the highest. Verily, by action alone, Janaka and others attain perfection. Also, simply with the view for the guidance of men, you should perform action. Whatsoever the superior person does, that is followed by others. What he demonstrates by action, that people follow. I have, O son of Pritha, no duty, nothing that I have not gained, and nothing that I have to gain in the three worlds, yet I continue in action. If ever I did not continue in work without relaxation, O son of Pritha, men would, in every way, follow in my wake. If I did not do work, these worlds would perish. I should be the cause of the admixture of races, and I should ruin these beings. As do the unwise, attached to work, act, so should the wise act, O descendant of Bharata, but without attachment, desirous of the guidance of the world. One should not unsettle the understanding of the ignorant, attached to action. The wise one, steadily acting, should engage the ignorant in all work. The gunas of Prakriti perform all action. With the understanding deluded by egoism, man thinks, I am the door. But one, with true insight into the domains of guna and karma, knowing that gunas as senses merely rest on gunas as objects, does not become attached. Men of perfect knowledge should not unsettle the understanding of people of dull wit and imperfect knowledge, who deluded by the gunas of Prakriti attach themselves to the functions of the gunas. Renouncing all actions to me, with mind centered on the self, getting rid of hope and selfishness, fight, free from mental fever. Those men who constantly practice this teaching of mine, full of shraddha and without cavilling, they too are freed from work. But those who decrying this teaching of mine do not practice it, deluded in all knowledge and devoid of discrimination, know them to be ruined. Even a wise man acts in accordance with his own nature. Beings follow nature. What can restraint do? Attachment and aversion of the senses for their respective objects are natural. Let none come under their sway, they are his foes. Better is one's own dharma, though imperfect done, than to perform well the dharma of another. Better is death in one's own dharma. The dharma of another is fraught with fear. Arjuna said, but impelled by what does man commit sin, though against his wishes, O Vaishnava, constrained as it were by force? The blessed Lord said, it is desire, it is anger, born of the Rajaguna, of great craving and of great sin. Know this as the foe here. As fire is enveloped by smoke, as a mirror by dust, as an embryo by the placenta, so is it covered by that. Knowledge is covered by this, the constant foe of the wise, O son of Kunti, the unappeasable fire of desire. The senses, the mind, and the intellect are said to be its abode. Through these, it deludes the embodied by veiling his wisdom. Therefore, O bull of the Bharata race, controlling the senses at the outset, kill it, the sinful, the destroyer of knowledge and realization. The senses are said to be superior to the body. The mind is superior to the senses. The intellect is superior to the mind, and that which is superior to the intellect is he, the Atman. Thus, knowing him who is superior to the intellect, and restraining the self by the self, destroy, O mighty armed, that enemy, the unseizable foe, desire.